Hi there, this is Paul. Welcome to Excape TV. You probably have heard about Facebook's move to transform their company into this new so-called Meta. If you are curious on what this Meta is all about, stick around as I will try to explain and compress the details on this new development on the world's largest social media network. Hey, by the way, thank you for clicking this video, and I'm glad you did. If you are new to this channel, I would like to welcome you. And just to give you a brief background about me, I am Paul, and I am the sole driver or creator of this channel. I have a podcast called Excape's Daily Living, and I also do podcast interviews. Aside from my podcast, I also post my own cover songs once in a while, even though I am not a professional recording artist. As you probably noticed, this is still a small channel, and I thank you for visiting my humble home. So, on to the topic. On October 28, 2021, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, officially announced the rebranding of the company to what is now Meta Platforms Incorporated, or Meta for short. This is not a rename of Facebook, but rather, according to what I understand in Mark's video, is that this is somewhat like to become their mother organization or company, with Facebook, Instagram, and other applications they have will be put under. Why Meta? According to Zuckerberg, Meta is a word that means beyond, which he believes what the world is currently heading to and what his company is also heading. The focus of the rebranding is to develop or improve further human connectivity with the use of latest technologies such as VR, virtual reality, and AR, or augmented reality. To put it simply, Meta wants people to interact in a virtual reality world where we can see and interact with each other with the use of gadgets, like we are really with a person in the same place. Right now, we can only see each other virtually in 2D using webcams. But with Meta, it is possible to interact with people in 3D, go to places, attend events, concerts, watch movies, play games, work together, or learn together in a virtual space, or even buy things, be it digital or the real thing that can be delivered to your doorstep. And so far, it sounds really exciting. Most people can relate to this like the movie Ready Player One, and recently Free Guy, starring Ryan Reynolds, aka Deadpool, where real people can have this second virtual selves where they can interact with other real people and AI characters. Although this is exciting, not all people share the same sentiment about it. Some people see it as bad, and some say it is the mark of the beast, or it is the prophecy of the book of Revelation from the Bible coming true. For me, I cannot say that it is really the prophecy coming true to life, at least not as of the moment. According to the team behind Meta, the completion of this endeavor of bringing the world into this virtual world that they term as the Metaverse is still far ahead. There is still a lot of work that needs to be done. One is that all the technologies that needs to be created for this to fully work is not yet fully developed, and if not most, still needs to be invented. Two is that this virtual world needs builders, developers, designers to fully create this world to be a truly virtual world where everything can be interacted with. There seems to be no definite timeline on when the metaverse will be completed, but one thing is sure, there is still a lot of things that needs to be done. Here are some of my initial reactions and insights while I was listening and watching the video. Of course, there are good and bad sides to this. Here are 3 good and bad things I see. I'll start with the good. For me, this is good considering the situation of the world today where there is the risk of the pandemic, where human face-to-face interaction can be risky. 2 is this may help in lowering the carbon emission from transportation since humans don't need to travel that much in order to interact with each other like working or learning. One may no longer need to book a flight overseas for business trips or meetings and the like. 3 is this may lower crime rate like kidnapping, rape, homicide, theft, and other crimes that needs physical contact to be done. Now for the potential negative side. While this can foster human interactivity in terms of people that are far away, it can worsen our relationship with people that are nearer to us, like our immediate families, which is happening now. As some people have observed that social media has affected their relationship of their immediate families while living together in the same roof. Social media has made their families more distant rather than closer. Second potential negative outcome of this is people can become more obese or not physically fit since they spend most of their time interacting with people in the metaverse with minimal physical effort. Health issues may arise, like being hypertensive, diabetic, insomnia, and other illnesses. The third concern is, while crime that I mentioned before may be minimized, digital crime can rise. Digital theft, hacking, or having someone imitating you by hacking your avatar of yourself in the metaverse and using it to deceive people. Those were just some of the concerns that I had in mind while contemplating on this new world that this Meta is planning to create, or according to them, that we will create, since everyone can become a part of this development by helping in creating virtual objects, places, or mechanics of the virtual world, which gives you this opportunity to become one of those early creators of this virtual world and be rewarded for it, and can become a good source of income for you. Who knows, maybe this could be your ticket to achieving your $1 million dream, or your ticket to being one of the few to leave a lasting historic mark in the story of the creation of the metaverse. The potential and possibilities for you to be one of the creators is huge. The great minds behind Meta is probably aware of all the concerns I mentioned before. So for me, we don't have to be alarmed so much for now of the potential negative effects, as Metaverse is still yet to be fully created. Many things can still change and affect the creation of this virtual world. What I would hope though is that the world learn to become more respectful of each other and foster this spirit of oneness. The recent events like racism, cancel culture, hate culture, and all that stuff needs to be addressed or minimized to a degree before we even try to create a world that brings all peoples all over the world with different backgrounds, races, skin color, and culture into a world where people can just teleport in just a second. In my opinion, if the metaverse is here, now, these negative behaviors can become more out of control. We might end up being even more divided than we are now, rather than we are being one and connected. What about you? What are your thoughts on this metaverse? Comment it down below. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you wish to get updated with my future contents. Hope to see you again on my next video. This has been Paul. Thank you for watching. Bye.